Under the fish farming aspect, we have managed to train the farmers on construction and the other best management practices of fish farming, to include pond stocking, sourcing of young fish, pond liming, fertilization, feeding, among other aspects, including fish value addition, using smoking, the smoking technology, the smoking kiln.
Before training, farmers were inappropriately digging ponds. After training, they acquired skills to do it right.
Wilson Michael. I am a fish farmer from Doho village. Government found me when I had constructed the ponds, but its intervention has had a big impact on our farm, on my farm. Number one, I had constructed the fish ponds with the straight banks, but after the training, I now know that the banks should be V-shaped. The straight banks, soil erosion affects them very easily, but the V-shaped banks do not get spoiled easily. They have trained us how to measure water level so that you can get the right quantity of water in the ponds. Government has also trained us to know the importance of liming ponds and fertilizing ponds. When you lime the ponds, you kill most of the germs in the ponds, so that by the time you introduce the fingerlings, the ponds are safe for the fingerlings to grow. The fertilizing ensures that the water is fertile so that many organisms which the fish feed on actually can grow in the water.
When we came under this project, we found the farmers doing fish farming but with ponds which were not proper. They had improper drainage. The depth of water in the ponds was so little, so shallow, undermining the growth of fish and thus limiting the income they would be generating from fish farming. So we have trained the farmers on how to construct the ponds, how to site a place to construct a pond. We have trained these farmers on fish stocking, when and how you should stock the fish, where you should get the fish and how you should bring the fish to the farm in terms of fish transportation. We have trained the farmers on how to feed the fish so that they can grow properly and for income generation, for growth, for income generation. We have also trained the farmers on fish value addition, that they can earn more from their fish. Fish being a very perishable product, we need to learn how to preserve it, that we can have better market for the fish as a product.
Here I am standing by the smoking kiln, which has been constructed for us through government intervention. We really appreciate government's intervention. Here in the picture, you can see we have 3 stacks, but you can have more stacks, one on top of the other, in response to what you have. If you have more fish, you can have more stacks. The main advantage of this kiln is that once you have smoked the fish, it is value added. You can keep your fish longer, and so you can sell it at your pace But you can also access a bigger market because you can transport your fish when it cannot easily go bad.
At the end of the sessions, a field day was organized to graduate farmers. Farmers highlighted the lessons learned, opportunities and challenges facing other farmers in their community. The ceremony started with national and Vignole anthems. Open remarks were given out by local council chiefs. The sub-county chief Dennis Makulu of Hamutu appreciated the development partners for having accepted to work for the betterment of the Hamutu sub-county.
We appreciate our government partners towards the improvement of Doho too. There are a number of success stories that we have registered as the farmers of Doho too. And one of the success is now we are here to graduate, witnessing farmers graduating.
Dennis said that there are so many achievements registered in the sub-county, like graduation of Doho to SSF. He advised the graduates to disseminate the knowledge acquired to other farmers and in the whole community at large.
Disseminate the information, all the skills you have acquired to other farmers.
A local government officer said that FFS method suits well to their community because it allows information flow to the grassroots. She thanked the organizers for having trained their extension workers too.
The approach of farmer field school, we feel it is the one which will be able to reach most of our farmers. And you did not end there. You even trained our extension workers.
She continued that the major problem farmers face is the limited number of extension workers. So they should endeavor always to go to farmers. Dia Amos testified that before WSS training, their farming was very bad, but after the training they are now professional farmers. Joseph appreciated the government of Uganda, through Ministry of Agriculture Fisheries, for having initiated that project to help farmers.
I want to thank the government of Uganda, Water and Environment and the Ministry of Agriculture for having taken this initiative to help the farmers. I want to also wish the farmers all the best.
Dr. Okoro asked the Commissioner, Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Industry, to come and appreciated the best overall trainee during the sessions.
The best overall extension worker.
We thank you, mostly WSS, for preparing this function. I'm happy for Madina because I'm a woman and she was one of the best. She was the best.
Madina,
Amel was very happy for the success farmers had achieved, especially Medina, the woman who ranked the best farmer.
Where there are no women, we can't have agriculture.
Miss Nyangoma said that Doho should be proud, because the government of Uganda has considered such project twice in their area, so should call themselves lucky. She argued them to keep the flag high and appreciated WSS for the work well done.
Because this is the second time the government is considering you for that. And I'm urging you to keep the flag high.
She asked farmers to take the project as their own, because Ministry of Water and Conservation reserved it to Banyole. The main reason is to uplift their income, livelihood and standard of living.
We thank WSS for the kind gesture. It's not little money that they are putting to buy all this, and they did it at their own cost and their own will. So we really have to appreciate them.
The ceremony was officially closed by Mr. Atom.
Our guest of honor today is Mr. Andrew, and he works with FAO. He's also one of the people who are good in farmer field schools.
Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Water and Environment, and all other institutions represented here. Ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Atingi, the guest of honor, said as the FAO program officer responsible for field schools, he will ensure Doho 2 farmers are linked to the East African Farmer Field School Hub that is being hosted by the African.
The only thing I'm going to emphasize is that we have to take seriously this methodology. And I have all confidence that the Farmer Field School methodology is able to deliver this through the IPM pyramid. We are having our country office and the headquarters in Rome. They are very interested in nurturing the farmer field schools in the whole East African region. And we are working very closely with the MAIF and Ministry of Water and Environment. We are going to be coming back here, the guidance of course of Dr. Kirona and the farm, to come and interact with people.
He promised to come back and discuss the way forward to assist farmers. Issuing of certificates to the graduate farmers was done by Mr. Atom.
Naya Amos. Naya. Igeni Lopista. Malemo Mary. Malemo Mary.
With the testimony given by FFS trainees, WSS is convinced that it has reached its goals. Mr. Kawuya said that WSS does similar work of training in other areas besides Doho 2, however, for Doho, it deserves a hand clap.
WSS services team,
Kusaidia WSS,
being led by Dr. Emmanuel.
Dr. Emmanuel
Mwesije. We are glad that this event has been successful. For us as a company, we are happy that we are seeing some success stories which have been given as testimony. We also do similar work in other schemes, but Doho, you deserve a hand clap. I want to encourage all the group leaders of the different farmer field schools. Let them continue running.